Thank you. Can you hear it? Microphone.
Sí, sí. Nos. No, realmente he tenido una carrera más rápida que cualquier otro peleador, pero eso se debe también a mi background amateur. Tuve muchas peleas amateur, muchas medallas olímpicas, mundiales, así que creo que ya estoy listo para enfrentar cualquier reto que tenga en el camino y confío en mi equipo de trabajo que haga lo mejor para mí.
So the question.
De un 10, siempre creo que puedo hacer más, así que de un 10 me voy con un 8.
So the first question was asked then. Obviously now you've got yourself in a position to fight for that IBF world title, but you've had like less than 10 fights. How quickly have you moved, and do you think you're ready for this? And his answer was, I've obviously moved very quickly in terms of the professional game, but I've had like a significant amateur pedigree, which has allowed me, to really be able to develop things. I've fought the Olympics, I've fought the World Championship level as well, so I feel I'm completely ready for my next step and whatever comes. And the second question was, what mark would you give yourself for tonight's performance? And Andy said, I always believe I could do a little bit more in there, so I wouldn't give myself a 10 for tonight. I'd probably say it was an 8.
Yeah.
Sí, desde que llegué vine buscando pelear con los mejores y eso es lo que estoy haciendo. Cada paso en mi carrera va a ser más difícil, pero estoy listo para hacerlo. Para eso vine acá, a mostrar que nada de lo que he logrado es casualidad.
The question was to Andy, do you believe that you needed this type of fight to show that you were at the level, in terms of your boxing? And his answer was, yeah, look, I think every fight that you go into, I think it's with each fight that you face, it's about facing different challenges, but I'm ready for whatever challenges come my way. I came here to show what I'm made of and to show that I'm ready for being able to move on to the next level, and I think that's what I did.
Yeah, Eddie, we know that Mauritania is supposed to be next, but is Shakur versus Andy the mega fight at 135 pounds?
Yeah, I mean, look, the plan for Andy is to win the world title and unify and win every belt in boxing. Right now, there's no question Shakur is the guy at 135 pounds. But Andy wants to be the guy as well. And when he beats Mauritania, you've got Abdullah Mason fighting Sam Noakes, you've got Shakur Stevenson. Shakur's looking for all those fights. He wants to know what's next. And I think Shakur would love to be able to fight champions at 135 pounds. And Shakur knows boxing. He also knows how good Andy Cruz is, and I think he'd be up for the challenge.
Is that a 50-50 fight right now?
Right.
Is that a 50-50 fight right now, he said?
50-55? Listen, right now Shakur is the guy at 135. Will he be the guy when Andy comes through? Let's find out. It's what we want, the best be the best. They're two generational talents. They really are. 2 pound for pound great fighters.
Andy.
Let's ask Andy.
Andy, you go back here.
Para mí, no, Chabu.
Yeah, Andy. We spoke about back here.
Arriba, pa acá.
Wait 1 second, he's still talking.
Oh, you said, oh, sorry.
Puedo hacer en lo que hace todo el mundo, que es hablar, decir que es el mejor, pero al final la última palabra la tiene Rick y cuando llegue el momento ahí se demostrará.
I could sit here and talk, lots of people like to do talking outside of the ring, but I believe that the ring always has the final word, and when the moment's right, it's the time to show what you can do.
Can we talk about the improvements that Andy has made with Bozy? He alluded that you know, he got to this level really fast. And just talk about the work that he's done in the gym with Bozgianis and how he felt in the ring up until now.
Sí, la pregunta era como, hablamos un poco del trabajo que has hecho con Bossi y has movido también muy rápido, qué has aprendido, el trabajo que has hecho en el gimnasio y cómo ha influido en tu carrera hasta la fecha.
Realmente estoy satisfecho y feliz de mi equipo de trabajo, del trabajo que ha hecho Bowsy conmigo, porque en cada campamento no dejo de aprender cosas nuevas y he aprendido a conocer más mis habilidades boxísticas y sé que soy capaz de mucho más.
You know, I'm really delighted with the team that I've got around me. You know, in terms of Bosey, I think every time I go into a camp, I never stop learning new things. You know, I've learned a lot about my abilities, my boxing abilities, and I think there's, you know, room for improvement, and I can do much more also.
Eddie, did the IBF give you any indication when they're going to name him the mandatory and when that fight is due?
So he's now the mandatory. Obviously Muratai has been elevated, so we have to see what plans he has. I don't believe he has a date locked in, but they may give him a period of time where he's allowed a voluntary defence. One of the reasons we wanted to take this opportunity was because we know the IBF will follow their rules, and that's very important to us when it comes to Andy Cruz, because if he was mandatory with another governing body, we understand that sometimes the rules aren't quite as solid as the IBF. So Muratai being elevated, we believe he should fight his mandatory challenger immediately, and we would like it if that was ordered. If he does have a defence, it will be one defence, and then we will fight in the meantime as well, but you know it's inevitable with those guys, and that was one of the attractions about fighting this final eliminator.
Eddie, Jay, Sportbox TV official. Andy, congratulations on the victory. So, with this Andy Cruz tonight, how do you see a fight playing out with Ray Muratai? What's your prediction, and how do you think you're going to end the fight?
Ninguna pelea se parece, todos los peleadores son diferentes. Simplemente cuando llegue la oportunidad, voy a aprovechar mi campamento al máximo, voy a seguir puliendo mi habilidad boxística para que vean una mejor versión de la cultura en el
You know, no two fights are the same, no two fighters are the same. You know, but when that opportunity comes, you know, I'm going to take full advantage of my training camp, you know, improve on my boxing skills so that I'm ready for that opportunity when it comes along.
All right guys, thank you very much. Congratulations Andy Cruz, mandatory challenger for the world title.